Hey, I Twist a Lemon 666 here. Just to counter a point you know who has made, that I was unable to prove to YouTube that I'm the person who questioned Jessica Hopper. To rid you of any doubt as to who I am, here's the iPhone 4. It's an old phone I used to record my question. You can see the date down there as October 4, 2015. And here's the full unedited audio that I captured. It's long, so I'll stick a timestamp in the description of when I asked my question.
Hi, Jessica.
Hi.
How do you feel about the music industry at the moment? Obviously, we've witnessed a change in music. How do you feel about the current state of music for musicians?
I mean, I really, I think there's sort of a lot of theories going around right now, like what would be the solution to the current music industry? Like, do we need to make it so, everyone gets paid, no one gets paid? And I was on a panel the other night where the drummer from the Smashing Pumpkins was saying, all of it needs to completely crumble so that then everyone's doing music for pure reasons because there's no music, there's no money involved. I was like, you are a millionaire, aren't you?
Exactly.
Yes, exactly. I really, I think it feels like we're a few years out from someone having some sort of perfect solution, particularly for musicians. I think I can't imagine what it would be like to be in a band now and have any aspirations other than like playing locally, because at least in America, there's just no resources for people. And if you're going to try to be a touring musician, you're going to be on tour 200 days a year to try to make it work. People just basically killing themselves. And I think, we're seeing a time where some I often reference David Bazan, who's also someone I wrote about in my book, who Peter the Lion, also solo work, but like people doing sort of like monthly subscription services where you can like buy, you're gonna get one of their songs every month and stuff like that feels sort of like not quite practical solutions, but that people are going, how can I make this work for me and not have it kill me or kill my spirit, or that I don't have to constantly be like on brand marketing myself, 10 Facebook posts a day, and look, I'm in the studio, like that whole thing. I think it's really exhausting and does take away from the art making. So I think we're kind of in a curious and kind of, some days it's depressing and some days it's like, whoa, somebody's kind of figuring this out. Maybe we just need to come to like some really radical solutions, and that we all need to go like, if we're gonna make this work, everybody's got to pay for it at least a little, Fortunately, I'm kind of a little farther from the music industry than I was 10 years ago. I'm in like my little cave of writing, and CDs come to my house, and CDs. And still, they exist.
Yeah.
I witnessed it. They're all over my floor. But I think I don't know. It just feels like a time, like kind of not even like a Wild West, but more sort of like a dying town that we have to figure out how to keep it going. I just thought of an analogy about like the end of that movie Cars, which I watch all the time with my son. But I'm not going to make that analogy.
Got a question just over here?
Yeah, hi. I'm just curious with your book, it's split into quite distinct sections. So we heard you reading from the bad review section and there's a section on Chicago and that. And I'm just wondering when it came to compiling it, how naturally did your pieces kind of fit into those sections, and did kind of thinking of the sections you could put them in almost like to contextualize your body of work in a way that maybe you had previously thought?
So when there's I think 43 pieces in 7 or 8 sections. And when we were putting this together, first it was like we just culled the work and we're like, then halved it down, excuse me, until we got to 80 pieces in 40. There was things, she gets left out of that conversation, and which was idiotic.
So true, and the reason why she has that conversation is because?
She's a woman of color.
Exactly.
Do I get a prize? For
Yeah,
that?
no, you don't. I'll give you a Green Party poster before we go.
Oh, cool. Oh, my button.
You got a
Alright,
flash
button.
hand on. Okay.
Alright,
Any more
button.
questions?
Yes,
Over here?
thank you. Hi, Jessica. I happen to be friends. Yeah?
Get a microphone.
Yeah, cool. I happen to be friends with Maureen Herman, and she told me to tell you that she said hi.
Oh, great.
Okay. Now, this question involves when you were quite young, so it might make you feel a bit awkward, okay? So I'm just going to read it out now. According to the Nirvana biography by Everett True, you spoke about Kurt coming back to his house while you and Callie were staying there. That he was in your room chatting and even joking about your shaved head.
I don't really want to. This is.
I'm just going to ask the rest of it.
I don't feel like this is appropriate.
I'm going to just, having
You're asking
spoken,
me a question about someone who is very close to me. who died.
I'm just saying,
Okay. This is not.
I spoke to the NoFX guitarist El Jefe
Listen,
and
I
Chris
really-
Flippin
you know
of
what?
Lagwagon earlier this year, and they were both pretty adamant that Kurt was murdered and seemed to know exactly what went down. And my thing is, what was your perception of his mood when he did speak to you that morning? When he chatted?
She's already said she doesn't
Are
want
you
to talk about
are you
it.
covering for someone? Is there a reason?
That's
One sec.
no, she's
You know what?
uncomfortable.
You know, I mean, when you said that Courtney was very, very generous for you to write for your scenes, is there something behind
I'm going to
that?
stop asking a question and I can talk to you.
Go for
She's going to
it.
answer
Go
the
for it.
question.
Go for it.
She's going to answer the question now.
Go for it.
Okay.
You look really defensive, by the way, but
I
I'm just
wouldn't blame
saying.
her.
No. I know a lot.
Okay, so let's just, you want to go there?
Sure, yeah, sure.
Hear this answer?
No worries, no worries.
We're going to calm this down very nicely.
Yeah, yeah.
We're going to calm this down very nicely. So the first thing we want to do is thank you for your question.
No worries.
And I'm going to ask Jessica, do you want to answer the question? Or
Yeah, I'll go ahead and answer.
Okay.
It's really interesting sometimes when people seem to have a conspiracy about someone that you care about really.
I understand that. Yeah,
You know?
yeah. As I said, I spoke to El Jefe. I've
I
spoken. Have you heard of NoFX? Come on, you're a music critic. You know NoFX.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you know what?
Whoa, hang on a second, excuse me. Yeah,
That people
hold on, ask a question.
periodically,
Just let her finish talking.
Okay.
I don't know if you even deserve an answer.
Well,
Hang on a second.
please don't get upset, okay? And
Oh,
I
please don't get
understand.
upset. You're asking me about someone who was like a family to me.
You were in the house though when he was supposed to be missing.
Stop it.
I'm asking you
I don't
something.
fucking know that.
Yeah, I'm asking you.
I was like, you know,
Excuse me.
I will leave.
Excuse me, you're upsetting our guest.
Yeah, no worries. I will leave. No worries. No worries.
Excuse me, and also,
No worries.
would you mind doing a favour?
Yeah,
We just come back here and have a quick chat with you.
you can if you want. I'm sorry for upsetting you, but I actually think that you're covering something.
Excuse me.
You're covering for someone,
Excuse me.
and you're scared of someone, and I would say that was Courtney Love.
Excuse me. Sorry for.
I'm sorry for upsetting you, Jessica, but that's how I feel.
go back to the internet.
No. There's a lot more people that I've spoken
Excuse me,
to, and it's not just the internet.
Excuse me. Do me a favour. Sorry. Could you delete that, please?
Excuse me. So anyway, thanks for watching through that whole, 7:44 seconds. I just want to say that this is the last time I'm going to be responding to anything you know who has to say. He's a nasty person and a compulsive liar, and everything he's said about me is completely untrue. And if there's anyone out there that has actually believed the things he has said because he's shown no proof, well, it's on you. And showing this video, I'm sure he's been left red-faced now. I'm done with all of this as of now. Life's too short, guys. So, this is me. I'll talk to you soon. Stay sour.